Imagine walking into a major US airport during the height of summer, and it's quiet. No crowds, no lines, just rows of empty seats and delayed flights. Could it be that America's airports aren't bustling anymore because people simply aren't flying? From Las Vegas to Miami, tourism is declining. International visitors are choosing other destinations, and locals are staying closer to home. These massive, once busy hubs designed to serve millions now feel increasingly abandoned. Here are 10 reasons why airports across the country are growing eerily quiet, and why this may not change anytime soon. 1. High flight costs are driving travelers away. Airfare has reached levels where flying feels like a luxury. A round-trip ticket from Chicago to Miami, once under $200, now regularly exceeds $400, and that's just the base fare. Once you factor in baggage fees, seat selection, and onboard snacks, many travelers start to question if leaving the house is even worth it. For a family of 4, air travel can mean spending over $1,000 just to get to their destination, and that doesn't even include accommodation, food, or ground transportation. It's not just long-distance flights either. Even short, domestic trips that once made for spontaneous getaways now require careful budgeting and planning. Airlines blame fuel costs and staffing shortages, but to travelers, the reality is simple: flying has become unaffordable. As a result, many families are opting out. Instead of vacations, they're choosing road trips, staycations, or canceling travel altogether. Every seat left unbooked adds to the growing emptiness in terminals nationwide. 2. Travel has become an exhausting experience. Even when people can afford to fly, they're starting to question whether it's worth the hassle. The entire process, airport security, delays, gate changes, cramped cabins, feels more like a battle than a break. You arrive early only to face a painfully slow TSA line. Then your flight is delayed. The gate changes. The plane boards late. You find no space for your carry-on, your seat is cramped, and you land to find your luggage missing or a rental car line stretching around the building. What used to feel like an exciting journey now feels draining, both mentally and physically. Travelers share horror stories online. Videos of passengers stranded overnight, sleeping on terminal floors, flights cancelled at the last minute without explanation or compensation. The result? People are rethinking whether flying is worth it at all. Many have begun calling it travel trauma. When the journey feels more like survival, fewer people are willing to board a plane. The airports and planes are still operating, but the seats are increasingly empty. 3. International travelers are skipping the US. America was once the dream destination for tourists from around the world, home to iconic cities like New York and Los Angeles, breathtaking natural landmarks, and theme parks like Disney World. But for many would-be visitors, that dream is fading. The biggest barrier? Visas. In countries like India, South Africa, and parts of South America, the wait time just for a US tourist visa interview can stretch to over 500 days. That's not a delay, it's a deterrent. Even when travelers get past the visa hurdle, changing entry rules, random customs checks, and long airport waits make visiting the US feel like a gamble. Meanwhile, global headlines about shootings, protests, and political unrest are affecting how the US is perceived abroad. Even though most of America is safe for tourists, the image shared worldwide is often chaotic. As a result, international tourists are choosing other destinations. A German couple might opt for Japan instead. A Brazilian family may vacation in Spain. Even Canadian snowbirds are trading Florida for Portugal or Mexico. Every skipped trip translates to fewer hotel bookings, airport pickups, and tourist dollars, leaving US airports feeling more like empty shopping malls than global gateways. 4. Inflation is destroying vacation budgets. Planning a trip feels nearly impossible when everyday life has become so expensive. Inflation has driven up the cost of gas, groceries, rent, and electricity, so vacations are usually the first thing people cut. A hotel room that used to cost $120 per night may now charge $180. A $15 meal is now closer to $30 after tax and tip. Throw in car rentals, attraction tickets, parking, and snacks, and costs escalate quickly. For families, the burden is even heavier. A simple lunch for 4 at a tourist destination might cost $100. Add in zoo or museum tickets, and you've spent hundreds before dinner. Yet, wages haven't kept pace with these rising expenses. Many people are earning the same or only slightly more than before, but their bills have soared. Given the choice between paying bills or splurging on a trip, most opt to stay home. Even frequent travelers are slowing down, canceling summer vacations and holiday trips to save money. Every canceled reservation means empty plane seats, dark hotel rooms, and quiet terminals. Inflation hasn't just made travel more expensive, it has made it feel unattainable. 5. Local travel is replacing cross-country trips. Why fly across the country when you can drive somewhere cheaper and closer? More Americans are skipping airports in favor of road trips to nearby destinations, state parks, lakeside towns, or hidden gems a couple hours away. It's easy, cost-effective, and far less stressful. You avoid flight delays, airport chaos, and hidden fees. Just pack the car, take a short break, and be back before Monday. It scratches the travel itch without blowing the budget. In today's stressful world, a quiet cabin or nearby beach feels far more appealing than a crowded airport. This shift has hit major cities hard. Tourism hotspots like Boston, New Orleans, and San Francisco are reporting fewer visitors, while small regional destinations are booming. Airports built for massive foot traffic now have fewer flights and quieter terminals. Local travel might benefit small towns, but for national tourism and big city airports, it's another blow. 6. Remote work has disrupted traditional travel patterns. The work-from-home revolution has completely changed how and when people travel. Before, travel followed predictable rhythms: summer vacations, winter holidays, and long weekends. Now, remote workers travel during off-seasons, take midweek trips, or skip traditional vacations altogether. Some even move temporarily, living in another city or country for a few months, bypassing airports and peak season prices entirely. This new freedom has made airport traffic patterns far less predictable. Summer spikes are softer. Holiday crowds are thinner. For businesses that depend on high-volume travel, this shift is devastating. Airport hotels are getting fewer guests. Shuttle services sit idle. Terminal restaurants go from overstaffed to empty in a day. Even business travel is down. Many companies now hold meetings virtually instead of flying employees across the country. Conferences that once packed flights and hotels are now held online. As a result, the number of passengers and the reasons to fly are shrinking. 7. Airlines are quietly cutting routes. Entire cities are disappearing from airline maps, and hardly anyone is talking about it. Airlines are reducing flights to smaller cities, trimming schedules, and eliminating previously regular routes. This quiet scaling back is leaving many airports feeling deserted. A traveler from a mid-sized city may now have to drive hours to reach a larger airport. For many, that extra inconvenience leads them to cancel the trip entirely. These changes don't make headlines. One day the flight is available, the next day it's gone. Airlines cite efficiency, demand, or staffing issues, but the effect is significant. Small airports suffer. Local travel jobs vanish. Even major airports feel the impact. Cut routes mean more connections and longer travel times. Travelers end up booking extra legs or overnight stays, which causes more people to reconsider flying. Airlines are focusing on high-demand routes in major cities. Everyone else is left behind. 8. America's global image is driving tourists away. For decades, the United States was the world's dream destination: cities, national parks, freedom, and glamour. But recently, that reputation has started to fade. International media now shares stories of school shootings, political protests, and random violence. People abroad are asking, is it safe? Will we be welcome? Even though most of the US remains safe for tourists, perception matters. Families from Europe and Australia are canceling trips, opting for destinations like Tokyo or Paris instead. Even travel influencers are showcasing more content from Thailand and Portugal than from Times Square. The result? Fewer bookings, fewer flights, and fewer foreign visitors. Major attractions are seeing a dip in global foot traffic. It's not about politics, it's about how the country feels to visitors. Right now, that feeling is uneasy. And uneasy travelers stay away. 9. Americans are choosing to vacation abroad. Interestingly, Americans haven't stopped traveling, they're just going abroad. Instead of flying to New York, Las Vegas, or Miami, many are heading to Europe or Southeast Asia. Why? In many cases, international travel is not only cheaper, but also more enjoyable. A flight to Europe might cost the same as a cross-country US ticket, but everything else, hotels, food, attractions, is often more affordable. Cities like Lisbon, Medellin, or Bangkok offer better service, cleaner environments, and breathtaking scenery, without the hassle. Social media is full of American tourists sipping coffee in Eastern Europe or lounging on beaches in Bali. What used to be once-in-a-lifetime destinations are now regular options. As more travelers explore abroad, domestic flights and airports suffer. 10. Tourism may never return to the old normal at first. This felt like a slump, a slow year or a seasonal dip. But now it's clear, travel has permanently changed. The old patterns are gone. Travelers don't plan the same vacations, book the same way, or value the same experiences. Remote work brought flexibility. Inflation made people budget conscious. Bad airport experiences pushed them toward easier options. Once they realized how many affordable, low-stress alternatives existed, they changed their habits. This shift affects everything. Airlines can't rely on legacy routes. Cities can't expect the same crowds. Hotels can't charge premium rates and guarantee full rooms. Even tourism boards are rethinking how to attract travelers in this new reality. America's tourism industry must adapt, offering better experiences, smarter systems, and real reasons to return. If it doesn't, the decline won't just be seasonal, it will be structural. The future of U.S. tourism won't be decided by airlines or airports, but by individual travelers making smarter choices, one by one. Have you noticed fewer crowds when you travel? Are you skipping flights more often than before? Let us know in the comments, we want to hear what's changed for you.